So, I've been really enjoying my queen butterflies that have been living it up in my garden. And I thought, I've been picking caterpillars off my milkweed and moving them back to the enclosure. I have yet to find one queen. I've got to go find some queen caterpillars so I can keep these queens going in my garden. I went up and I'm searching over my milkweed and I found this little friend who is a green lynx spider. And they are an ambush predator who like to eat baby caterpillars. And when these lynx spiders get to be adults, they'll jump on a monarch butterfly and eat it too. We cannot have this. So then this happened. I brought in a bunch of leaves that had eggs on them, and I can see some of the eggs have hatched. So look at the frass down there underneath. So the caterpillars go on the underside of the leaf. Even though these leaves are upside down, then they'll go on the top of the leaf to be on the underside. It's just one of their little defense or protection strategies. So I'll flip over some of those and we'll look for babies. But what I want to show you is I take the leaves, I put one paper, this is just this little plastic container. This is one of those seed starting containers. I take and put a paper towel on the bottom, a damp paper towel. I lay the leaves in and I fold over the edge of the damp paper towel on the little stem ends. And then I take another paper towel and roll it up and get it really nice and wet. And I just lay it on top there. So that keeps moisture on those leaf stems and keeps them fresh while we're waiting for eggs to hatch. So let's peek. Yeah, look. So I'll have to check all of these. I brought in everyone I could find, you guys. And I saw multiple of those spiders in there. And I'm not a killer of things, but I will relocate. And I took off parts of the plant that the spider was and just tossed it somewhere else away from where it was in the milkweed. Because I do believe all little creatures serve a purpose, but just not on my milkweed. Oh, look, here's another baby down there. So, but these all look like monarchs. So where? I'm going to have to be very vigilant on my milkweed, checking every day because I need to keep the queens going. And then to keep everything fresh and to keep them from inadvertently crawling away, I do keep the seed starter lid with the little dome thing closed on top. Babies. Yeah, look who's here. Oh, my favorite. Well, probably all of them are my favorite, but this is a rarity. Look how gorgeous. This is, I'm stalking it, Zebra Swallowtail, and I can't even stand it. It's so beautiful. I do have its host plant, but I have never, ever found eggs on it. The host is pawpaws. I have a variety of pawpaw trees. Oh my goodness. I just don't want to leave. Gosh, there's a lot of butterfly activity this morning. I've lost sight of it. But, oh my goodness, there's eastern black swallowtail. There was a spicebush swallowtail. There's a Gulf fritillary and a monarch. There's a spicebush back there on the zinnias. I don't see the Zebra Swallowtail anymore. But the spice bush is beautiful. I haven't found any eggs yet, although I keep looking. I need to look again. So look who's ready to fly. My second little giant swallowtail, and this one's a female. And I think some of the eggs hatched. Let's go check. Okay, first I'm gonna set her free so I can open up the enclosure and check the host plant for eggs. She wants to go see that garden. She sees that blue sky and sunshine and she wants to be in it. Okay, be right back. Okay, she is off and flying. And here is a brand new baby giant swallowtail caterpillar eating its egg. Let's see if there's any more. I still see some eggs that haven't hatched. Okay, I think that one's about to hatch. And, oh yeah, look, you can see the little head in there. Okay, oh, there's another. And there's another. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. So one flies free and a lot more are coming behind her. I've got 2 giant swallowtails at one time. This beauty right here, and there's another one over there on the Mexican sunflowers. A little bee just landed and spooked it. Now they're sharing. So as I'm out here in my milkweed garden, what I'm noticing is that my blue milkweed is getting quite tall and my swamp milkweed is not, and then it is also getting a little more shade. So I'm going to create some risers because the swamp milkweed's all in pots, so I can set them up on something that won't be super noticeable and get them up higher so they can get some sunlight too. I'll let you know what I figure out. Okay, I think I'm going to try using these empty pots. Now, these are a sturdy empty pot. They're not like the grow pots because those pots that the swamp milkweed is in, they hold water and they would mush a grow pot. I even tried to put in 2 grow pots together and they still mushed easily. So I have enough of these that I'm not using right now. I should be able to try that. Yeah, look at that. That made a really nice difference. And like from afar, you're not really going to notice that it's stacked. You're just going to see that it's up higher. Look at all those little munch marks. And there's just nobody. And these are fresh. I'll be able to get access to these plants more easily too to look for little guys. Oh, I just can't believe they're just all gone. Oh, look. Yay! All right, I'm going to take that little booger in. Woohoo! See, putting these up on risers is going to benefit the caterpillars too. Little Monarch. How adorable. I found the baby queen. This is fabulous. Every plant that I pick up, I'm just searching. And I've only done 2 or 3 plants so far, and I've already found 2 and 1 queen. Woohoo! Look how adorable. gosh, it's so cute. Here's another queen. Oh. Another little tiny monarch. Okay, this looks so much better. Those swamp milkweeds are higher, they're getting more sunlight, and it's easier for me to get access to them to look for caterpillars. I think they're going to be a lot happier this way. Okay, here we go. It's Friday, and I'm walking out to the outdoor enclosure to see if, in fact, any of the polydamas swallowtails that are or have been in their chrysalides are going to eclose. And I see no signs of butterfly activity in there. And that's a no. There's a little monarch caterpillar up there, though, thinking about pupating. Okay, so I just got back from Plant Local, dropped off my pentas, met some of you, which was fabulous. I'm so glad y'all came up and said hi to me, hi back to you. And I bought some swamp milkweed because they have some. So if you need swamp milkweed or heirloom red pentas, which there probably aren't very many left, go visit Plant Local. So I'm going to put the new swamp milkweed I bought in the enclosure and start going with that and less, that other type of milkweed that's in there. Because now the swamp milkweed is all grown back and it'll be available and easy to use. But I'm going to pot it up because it's in 1 gallon pots. So I was going to put it in a little bigger pot, not really wetland pots. I'll just put in a regular pot with drains because I do water the plants in the enclosure regularly because it has a roof over it so they don't get rainfall. So that won't be an issue for the swamp milkweed in there. I've got them all lined up here and they're really looking good. There are like a lot of munch marks, and I was so busy chatting with everyone at Plant Local, I didn't even look to see if there's actually caterpillars on them. Okay, here they are, potted up in their bigger pots, or just regular grow pots that I'm reusing. They don't have to be pretty, they just have to function because they're just going to be in the enclosure. I found some eggs. I'll take those and put them in my little incubator. Oh, well, never mind. I found caterpillar too. Eggs and a caterpillar. All right, we'll take that leaf in. Little monarch. This is my zebra longwing enclosure, and look what we've got. Chrysalides. This is fabulous. And I saw a zebra longwing yesterday hanging out by a particular Passiflora incense plant in my garden. I want to go look and see if she laid eggs because I'd like to raise some more just to get a nice population going. It was right down here around the bend. The Passiflora that's growing back here is in the shade, and zebra longwings like to lay eggs on the stems that are in the shade. And as I'm looking, I do see eggs. Yay! All right, let me grab a floral tube and I'll come out and get some cuttings. little yellow eggs. And I see some more on that stem. Okay, so that's all I see from this plant right here, just two stems that have some eggs on them. Now I'm over in my shade garden looking because all the passiflora over here is in the shade, and this stem right here has some eggs. Okay, well that's a good supply for now. So now that that project's done, I am going to go get my little trimmers because I've got some deadheading to do, and I really regularly, like daily, deadhead my Mexican sunflowers to keep them putting out the fresh blooms. That's what gets the butterflies here. So you can see all these new buds coming. I just trim them down to not the next leaf, but the one where the new bud is. See where the new bud is on this one? So I'll trim it down to there. Same with this one. The new bud is right there, so I'll just trim it down to there. And Mexican sunflower cuttings, leaves are nitrogen fixing. So if you trim any scrappy looking leaves, just let them fall. And there are going to be some happy squirrels because they love to eat these. And so now that I give them a large supply in this little feeder, I'll come out tomorrow and this will all be gone. I don't know what they do with them because I don't find them scattered around on the ground like under here. They must take them somewhere and eat them. But they'll be gone the next day, and they aren't eating so many of mine in the garden because I keep them well fed with these cuttings. It's a win-win. Look who I just found. I've got a couple balloon milkweeds I've got sitting out here just to grow back because they were munched on. And look, it's a little queen. I'm just going to take this whole plant in, put it in an enclosure. I have another milkweed plant in that has another queen on it, so that'll be fabulous. Zebra Swallowtail is back, and it won't land anywhere. Hey everyone, it's Saturday, and I just got home from the gym, and first just now coming out to the garden, and you know what I'm gonna be looking for? I don't see any signs of fluttering. Oh my goodness, how long are they gonna stay in this chrysalis? Nope. Nothing. So I literally just took everybody out, put in fresh paper towels. I used my little water squeezy bottle and rinsed the leaves off. I put in fresh leaves, and some of them are getting pretty big, like this guy here. So I'll move them out to the outside enclosure when they're even bigger. But right now, they're doing just fine in here, as long as I clean regularly, because they produce a lot of frass. And there's more than what you see because there's others that are on the underside of the leaves. Oh, like there's another little monarch. I think there's like two queens in here. One queen I took out and I have one milkweed plant that was potted, the bully milkweed. It was in that little white teapot. I'll show you in a minute. And there was a queen on it out in the garden. So I just brought that whole little teapot in, and I put some other potted milkweeds in there. Because then I found a big monarch caterpillar and I put it in there. And I just moved a bigger queen over there. And then I don't know if I'll put these guys in here or out in the outside enclosure. The queens I'll probably keep in here. But we shall see. But boy, they sure are adorable, aren't they? Look how little. This is the one I was talking about. And this is the queen that was on it. So I just brought the whole plant in, stuck it in an enclosure here. And then this, no, somewhere. Well, I did put a queen on here. Oh, there it is. There, that little queen I moved over here just a little bit ago. And then I guess there's another monarch on one of these too. And then there's the big monarch that I brought in, and it's getting ready to J-hang. And look at all these plants. All these, and these, and these. Yep, somebody's still been shopping. You'll have to keep watching to see what all this stuff is for. Hey everyone, it's Sunday and I'm walking out to the enclosure. See if perhaps there might be a polydamas swallowtail. I think there are. Well, if they're not, there's monarchs. I see two butterflies hanging. One of them looks like, they are. Some of them are here. Oh my gosh, there's a Gulf fritillary in there too, and a monarch, and two polydamas. All right, we're going in. You guys, look at this fabulousness. It's like my own little butterfly sanctuary thing. Look at how gorgeous this polydamas is. The coloring, oh my gosh, I love all the different shades of brown with the reddish tones and then the little bit of yellow and the orange on the bodies. I just love them. And look, there's a little Gulf fritillary right here. That was fast, little guy. Well, yeah, you know what? There were some really big ones I brought in, I found in the garden. So that's probably who this is. And here's the monarch. Hello, beautiful. And this one wants to go. He's like, let me out of here. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go start whooshing them out two-handed. Well, I thought everyone was out, but there's somebody down there, another polydamas. Okay, I got that one out. I got them all out there. Everybody's out flying in the garden. There's still some munchers in here. I mean, look, they ate it all down again. All down again. And there's still a lot of chrysalides in here that need eclose. So I have a feeling, I'm hoping tomorrow when I come out, I'll have some more. Look at there's a little ladybug. You go eat those, aphis, little one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just saw the funniest thing. Look at this. Hanging down, there's this thing, right? Look. That is so fabulous. Oh my goodness. How did I not notice this one here, J hanging? Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Yesterday I didn't really come in here. I just peeked in to see if anybody was flying. So that's fabulous. Like, this reminds me of a Mission Impossible coming down from the ceiling. This is the Tom Cruise caterpillar, soon to be butterfly. Here's a little Gulf Frito-Lay right here. I wonder if this is the one I just released. Can you imagine after going from eating like leaves to get to eat sugar? Because that's pretty much what they eat, sugar. That'd be like me getting to eat Lucky Charms all the time, which I don't. Or better yet, Publix cake with buttercream frosting. Oh man, that's what they get to eat, that like all the time. That is their sustenance. Me, not anymore. I used to, but I don't eat sugar anymore like that. Not even close. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, we're going to wrap up this video here, and I have a funny thing for my end of the video club members that is going to require a little bit more typing. It's going to be more than one emoji, but I'm hoping you guys will give me some funny stories. So here's what I want to know. What's one odd or unusual thing that you have observed recently? Something that made you go, and I'll tell you mine, okay? Not this weekend, but last weekend, my husband and I were at the Target, doing some shopping, our weekly pickup stuff. Anyway, so I'm there we were over like where the frozen food cabinet things are, and then they have like this little aisle of like the refrigerated thing where you can get some fruit and stuff. Okay, so this lady like goes over and opens one of those snap tubs of grapes, takes out a whole bunch of grapes, like a whole bunch. She doesn't even close the lid on the container, and she walks away, and she's walking all around the store eating the grapes. She did not even try to be sneaky. Like, she didn't care who was around. She was actually quite noisy because it was the rattling of the container that made me look over there. That's what she was doing. I must have passed her 3 more times in my travels through the Target, and she just got those grapes in her hand, just munching away. All right, your turn. I can't wait. Make me laugh. Tell me something funny, and I'll be chatting with you in the comments. Please tap the like button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.